Thanks so much, Mr. Chairman, and to Senator Hatch and Grassley, and to our colleagues. Thank you for this opportunity, especially to my colleague, Senator Coons. To the folks that are in the audience, it's not uncommon for people who are from the same home state of a nominee to be here to introduce them, and we're happy to do it. And in some cases, very happy to do it. For me, given the nominee that the President has submitted for this particular position of Assistant Attorney General for the Office of Legal Counsel, for me it's a privilege, just a great privilege, and I'm humbled to be here to introduce Virginia Seitz. The President has made not just I think, a wise choice in nominating Virginia Seitz for this position. I think he's made an extraordinary choice, and I'm delighted to be here to say so. And in case anybody's wondering who Virginia Seitz is, she's right here over my right shoulder, and she's sitting next to a couple of young guys. One of these guys they're both named Roy. One of them's her husband. And I think the younger one is her son, who's a 10th grader, I think, at the field school. And Roy is her husband. But we just want to say real thanks to both of the Roys for your willingness to share your mom and your wife with the people of our country. I think we're fortunate as a nation that someone with Virginia's outstanding credentials has stepped forward to do this important work. And her education, her background, her experience are superbly suited for this position. I like to kid, I say she couldn't get into Delaware, she couldn't get to the University of Delaware as an undergraduate. She did manage to get into Duke and graduated only summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree. After that, she went off to England, where she studied at Oxford and was awarded a Rhodes Scholarship there. Later earned her law degree from the University of Buffalo, and there's a little Buffalo theme going on here if you were listening to Senator Schumer's introduction, but Virginia Seitz graduated first in her law school class at the University of Buffalo. She went on from there to clerk for one of the judges here in the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, a fellow named Harry Edwards, and then later for, as I think has been mentioned, as a clerk for U.S. Supreme Court Justice William Brennan. Currently, she is a partner at the law firm of Sidley Austin, right here in Washington, D.C. She's one of the nation's leading appellate litigators. With over 20 years of litigation experience, Virginia Seitz has prepared hundreds of briefs and petitions for federal courts, and as someone else mentioned, I think more than 100 briefs in the Supreme Court alone. Aside from her professional experience, Virginia Seitz is a person of extraordinary integrity and character. What do they say about integrity? If you have it, nothing else matters. If you don't have it, nothing else matters. And she is a person of extraordinary integrity. She's joined today, as I said earlier, by several members of her family, including her husband, Roy, son Roy, and one of her three brothers is here. You have two other brothers, right? Yeah. And one of her three brothers is here, and his name is C.J. Seitz. He's sitting immediately behind Virginia. He's one of the outstanding attorneys in the state of Delaware, and someone we're just extraordinarily proud of as well. But Virginia is proud of her family's deep roots in our state. Her father, C.J. Seitz, attended the University of Delaware and then obtained his law degree from the University of Virginia. C.J. Seitz served as Vice Chancellor of our state. He served as Chancellor for our state. The Court of Chancery, he served also for about 20 years on the Delaware bench, and then joined the Third Circuit Court of Appeals. He's very much involved as a chancellor in some of the crucial civil rights legislation, litigation rather, of the 1950s. As Virginia has said of her dad, he was a great man, and I know he is very proud of his daughter today, and his sons, actually. I'm too proud to have the privilege of introducing someone from my state, from our state, who has done and who will continue to do, I believe, just extraordinary service for our nation. With her legal background and acumen, her tireless work ethic, and her experience as a federal litigator, Virginia Seitz is more than qualified to serve as Assistant Attorney General for the Office of Legal Counsel. And I just want to say, I was privileged to serve as governor for a while and got to nominate a lot of people to serve as judges, and she has all the qualities of everybody that I ever looked for and that. The other thing I especially love about her, and frankly her family, from her dad, mom, CJ, her brother, these are people who are committed to figuring out the right thing to do and to doing it. These are folks who believe in the golden rule, treat other people the way they want to be treated. These are folks who focus on doing things well, and like to say, if it isn't perfect, make it better. They just focus on excellence. And the last thing is they don't give up. A hardworking family, a really great work ethic, and someone who I think will make us all proud. And I'm happy to commend her to you for your consideration, and thank you for this opportunity.
Ms. Seitz, have the same opportunity as Mr. Verrilli to introduce family and make an opening statement. Please proceed.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank Senators Carper.
Is your microphone on?
I'd like to thank Senators Carper and Coons also for their kind introductions. I'm grateful to the President for the honor of the nomination and to this committee for its consideration. I would like to thank my family, my husband Roy, who's a 25-year veteran of the Department of Justice. We met while he was clerking for Justice Scalia and I was clerking for Justice Brennan. He's the best imaginable husband and father. My son Roy, who's a sophomore at Field School, who's representing his sister, who's a sophomore at the University of Chicago. And my brother CJ, who's representing my other brothers Mark and Stephen, and my niece Meredith, who's representing too many nieces and nephews to count. And my absent parents, whom I wish very much could be here today. As has been mentioned, my father was the judge who ordered the immediate desegregation of public schools in Delaware. At the time, his decisions were extraordinary and courageous. He believed, though, that the law required that result, and he was very passionate about the rule of law. If I'm confirmed, I will do my best to follow in his footsteps, and I can make no deeper commitment. Thank you to the committee.